there, do you feel like you're spending way too much time cooking? Especially when you first start going plant-based, it can seem so overwhelming and there's so much focus put on your food and what you're cooking that it can leave little time for everything else in your life. So in this video, I'm going to share with you my top 3 strategies for saving time in the kitchen when it comes to cooking plant-based. So I am all about making plant-based easy through recipes and lifestyle tips. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you get notified whenever I put out a new video. So going plant-based, it doesn't have to be overwhelming, it doesn't have to be time-consuming, and you don't need to spend all of your time cooking. If you use these 3 simple strategies that I'm about to give you, it will not only help you save so much time every week, but it will also make the whole process a lot less stressful. So the first tip that I want to give you is to menu plan every week. So you want to pick a date that you sit down and write out exactly what meals you're going to make this week and what ingredients you need for those meals. This helps you save so much time because you're not wandering around your kitchen wondering what you're going to make, what you're going to throw in, this dish or that dish, or if you want to substitute this, substitute that. You know exactly what you're going to make, and it helps make the cooking process so much quicker when you're not having this debate with yourself, when you're not standing around wondering what you're going to make and what you're going to do. You have a game plan and you can easily execute that whenever you're going to cook. So the second tip that I want to give you is to use simple recipes. So this is a mistake that I see so many beginners make, is they pick recipes that have so many ingredients. They're really overly complicated to make. There's so many different parts, and honestly, it takes a long time to do this. So if you want to cook less, you want to make sure that you pick recipes that are easy to make and don't have a ton of cooking time. I know that sounds really overly simplistic, but sometimes the simplest solution is the most effective. So my rule of thumb for simple recipes is you want to make sure that it has 10 ingredients or less, not including spices, and less than 90 minutes of active cook time. So this helps you really save a lot of time because you're not scrambling around the kitchen making this really overly complicated meal or spending a ton of time on prepping because there's just so many different ingredients to this one dish. Really, this helps you save so much time. So the final tip that I want to give you is to use batch cooking. So batch cooking, if you're unfamiliar with it, is a lot like meal prepping where you're making a set amount of meals in advance for the week. And the reason that this is so effective is because you're picking a day where you can get into the cooking flow, where you're making more than one recipe, usually at a time, and that helps you save so much time during the week because you're not cooking each time individually each day. You have those meals ready to go, and especially if you've done tip 1 where you're making that menu, where you have that plan in place, when you actually are ready to go batch cook, that helps streamline the process so much more, and it helps you save so much more time because not only do you have a game plan, but you have a set time where you're going to get it all done. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up and make sure you hit the subscribe button so you get notified whenever I put out a new video like this. And if you're interested in implementing these tips and saving even more time, check out my vegan meal plan where this is all done for you with easy recipes for beginners so that way you can save even more time week to week. Until next time.